Frustration from law enforcement tonight as Missouri and Kansas drivers failed to do something important. Buckle up.
Yeah, drivers in both states are buckling up at a rate below the national average, a decision that can have deadly consequences. With millions of drivers hitting the road for the holiday season, officers are pleading with drivers to please wear your seatbelts and make sure those in your car are wearing them as well. Only on 41 Action News, news reporter Kat Reed rode along with someone on the front lines of the issue.
The Highway Patrol says if you look at the past decade, between 60 and 70% of the people killed in crashes failed to buckle up. And troopers say this is a frustrating trend. They're not sure why it's continuing, but we found the Missouri law might not be helping.
How are you, sir?
In Missouri, you can be pulled over for plenty of reasons, like swerving or speeding.
1232 Lee Summit traffic stop.
But there's one common traffic violation excluded.
So I can't stop a driver or a passenger if they're not restrained.
Missouri is one of only 15 states with a secondary seatbelt law for the front seat. And that means you have to be breaking another law for a trooper to stop and ticket you. The cost of not complying, just $10 or your life.
When it comes to fatalities and injury crashes, just by wearing your seatbelt, you increase your chance of surviving by up to 50%.
It's a tragic lesson impacting families on both sides of the state line in the past week. 2 fatal crashes, one of them involving a high school student, leaving his mother heartbroken.
Put your seatbelt on wherever you go. That's the main thing. The most important, wear your seatbelt. This probably would have helped him. Would have saved him.
Sergeant Colin Stossberg doesn't remember every crash he's responded to, but he'll never forget the 18 death notifications he's made.
And I remember those family members' faces vividly in my mind, and that sticks with me not only as a parent, but also as a trooper.
Despite the consequences, in 2017, only 84% of Missourians were buckling up. Kansas dropped to 82% compared to a national average of 89.7.
And the crashes that we've worked recently that involve seatbelt usage or lack thereof, categorically, most of those crashes are close to their home. So I think that's a big factor.
Drivers may feel more comfortable on familiar routes and less inclined to use a seatbelt.
Look at them, they're all wearing their seatbelt. Fantastic.
A positive sign on our ride-along, although Stossberg still thinks of the more than 900 people killed in crashes in Missouri last year and the ones who weren't buckled up.
And we know that half of those people would be here today, spending time with their families. That's almost 300 people would be here today had they just worn their seatbelt.
We reached out to MoDOT to see if they're planning to push for stronger seatbelt laws in the coming legislative session. A spokeswoman said that while they would support any legislation that does come up, they're not actively seeking sponsors for any laws at this time. Reporting live in Kansas City, Kat Reed, 41 Action News.
All right, thank you, Kat. Now, if you compare Missouri's seatbelt laws to the surrounding states, only Nebraska has the same law we do. Kansas, Iowa, Illinois, Arkansas, Oklahoma all make not wearing a seatbelt a primary reason police can pull you over. Now, if you're driving in Kansas City and police see you are not buckled up, they can pull you over and give you a ticket. The city passed the ordinance a few years ago, along with raising the fine from $10 to $50.